And of course, we are going to still keep staying with the images of the Prime Minister going to the Bhadrakali temple. And once again, as I had been speaking about the kinds of issues that he has raised with women and with the first-time voters, with the booth-level workers, directly speaking to them, and perhaps we can expect something like that of similar lines in today's last rally in Ahmedabad as well, as we track the mega road show of the Prime Minister here on the ground in the eastern parts of Ahmedabad, passing by from areas like Shahi Bagh and then the Delhi Darwaza, and of course going to the Bhadrakali temple right now, and will be culminating the road show in perhaps 20 minutes from now. And I believe our senior executive editor Abhishek Kapoor is also with us in the studios. Abhishek, over to you, since you have also seen Gujarat very closely. You know the state, you know these areas where he's passing by. If you could also share your insight as far as these particular constituencies are concerned, and what it really means when we look at these pictures of the Prime Minister passing by from these particular areas as well.
I must say you are doing a fantastic job there, Priyanka, and Prime Minister in the pictures we can see is praying at the Bhadrakali temple, almost the presiding deity of Ahmedabad in the old city, and there is also the area which is inside the fort and next to the fort wall, in fact, and I believe the prayers are just getting over, and just goes on to show this road show today that all that Prime Minister is putting in by way of effort, by way of hard work, insofar as BJP's campaign is concerned. Remember, he's the Prime Minister of the country, and I mean, just okay, it's his home state, but the fact of the matter is that BJP is typically seen by most opinion polls as being in comfortable position, and despite that, if he's spending 4 hours on the road, covering 50 kilometers, almost all the assembly segments in Ahmedabad yesterday, and following it up with another road show, almost similar, little less in strength, in length, but covering many of those old city areas, beginning with the Ahmedabad airport and then going on to those old areas, and then Saraspur and this Bhadrakali temple in Ahmedabad. And from here on, he would be moving to Saraspur, and that's a little bit on the outskirts, but that in effect gives you an idea of the kind of effort he's putting in to make sure that people are mobilized, cadres are mobilized, voters are mobilized, obviously in support of his party, which is the BJP. And we have seen as a build-up to the campaign, Prime Minister increasing his visits to Gujarat, inaugurating many of those development projects, owning it up. Essentially, we have seen the campaign really centered around Narendra Modi, which it's not just about Gujarat, which happens everywhere. But the interesting bit is that we saw Prime Minister leading from the front in a state like Bengal, where it was clear that the BJP is not coming to power, taking it upon himself, the entire responsibility. And I believe that's what leaders do. They take the responsibility, the onus of success and defeat upon themselves. So in Bengal, even if the BJP was not coming to power, Prime Minister led from the front, and we are seeing that in Gujarat, where they're comfortably perhaps coming to power. In the pictures, again, the prayers just getting over, and the priests finishing up, just ending the prayers, and now Prime Minister, in fact, leaving after taking the blessings from the priests. Outside in the pictures, these are people waiting on both the sides of the roads. We have seen them come out and greet the Prime Minister. By some accounts, it was about 10 lakh people yesterday, and that's a significant number. That should constitute, in those constituencies, that should constitute a substantial number of electorate, a percentage of electorate in those constituencies. We are also getting it, and also, if you look at it, Prime Minister covering 50 kilometers yesterday and about 15 odd kilometers today. He's out again and back to his carcade in the car, and Again, he would be engaging with the masses, with the support base of the BJP, and greeting them and taking their greetings. He's someone who's loved. You've been mentioning it all along. It's a mix of the development projects that have been carried out by the BJP. In a way,